Assalamualaikum. My name is Aina Zulaikha binti Haidi. My student ID is 2023644268. So today I will demonstrate ITT420 lab exercise, services and Telnet. This lab consists of two parts, Linux services and Telnet installation and testing. Okay, so first I will verify the current user account. So the current user is Kali. Next, I will switch to the root account because administrative privileges are required to manage services. So the system is confirmed that I am now logged in as a root. Okay, this command will display all service files available in the Linux system. We wait for the output. So the output shows that the services installed and whether they are enabled or disabled. So now I will check the status of the SSH service. The SSH service is currently not running. This command configures SSH to start automatically whenever the system boots. I will now verify that the SSH service is enabled. The output confirms that SSH is enabled. Next, I will stop the SSH service. Now the SSH service is stopped. I am checking the service status again. Now the SSH service has been stopped successfully. I will start the SSH service again. Now the SSH service start again. Next, I am verifying that SSH is running. The service is now active and running. Finally, I will restart the SSH service. Restarting is useful when configuration changes are applied. So for the conclusion, Part 1 demonstrates how to manage Linux services using systemctl commands. I successfully viewed, enabled, stopped, started, and restarted services. That's all for Part 1. So we're moving to the Part 2, which covers the Telnet protocol. Telnet is a remote management protocol operating on TCP port 23. It allows a client to establish a virtual terminal connection to remote hosts. However, because it transfers data, usernames and password in clear plain text without encryption, it is highly vulnerable to packet sniffing and security exploits. Therefore, its deployment should be limited to isolated network auditing and diagnostic purpose only. We do the step first, same as step 1 before starting the part 2. Next, I proceed to install the necessary packages using the apt package manager. I install telnetd, which is the actual Telnet server daemon, alongside openbsd-inetd, an internet super server daemon that manages internet services. The -y flag was included to automatically confirm the installation process without manual prompts. Once the installation was complete, I needed to apply the changes. I execute systemctl restart inetd to restart the internet super server, forcing it to reload and recognize the newly added telnet daemon. Right after that, I verified the deployment by running systemctl status inetd. As visible on the screen, the output confirms that the service is active, running, and successfully enabled in the background. With the server confirmed live, I perform a positive test case by initiating a connection to the local loopback addressing using telnet 127.0.0.1. The system successfully connected, displaying the Linux kernel information and prompting for a login. This proved that our telnet server is fully operational and listening on its standard port. Finally, I conduct a negative test case by targeting an explicit port, executing Telnet 127.0.0.1 Since Telnet handles traffic on port 23 and no service is running on port 81, the terminal immediately returned a connection refuse error. This validates that our network boundaries are working correctly and connections are only accepted on authorized port. So this concludes the demo showing a successful setup and verification of a Telnet service on Kali Linux. That's all from me. Thank you.